Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. This is me, Duke CT, back with you once again here live on the Duke CT Lounge. Hopefully, you're feeling good. Hopefully, you're feeling fine. As we make sure everything is on point. Looks like we're on here. We'll make sure everything else is good. And well, let's talk about this thing here. AEW, The Forbidden Door, brother. Part two. Looks like it's been announced by Spectrum Table, which may or may not have been exactly. Could have revealed the date of the second AEW Forbidden Door, which was fun. Even though the people didn't actually, there was a lot of injuries and such, but still probably one of my favorite pay-per-views of the year. My hope is that it's not in Chicago. It's hopefully it will be in DC, which would be nice. I know some people might not like DC crowd, but I guarantee if you get the DC crowd, I mean, New Japan has done some shows here in DC, the Capital Collision. The crowds over there were pretty loud. They liked it. They respected it, and it was pretty filled up and such. So I hope that will be the case, but probably not. But anyway, it appears that the Spectrum pay-per-view listing show that the AEW Forbidden Door, according to 401 Mania, this is just copy stuff here. It says the show The Forbidden Door being set for June 24th. AEW has not yet announced a Forbidden Door show for this year, and the date is not yet confirmed. Last year's Forbidden Door took place on June 16th from Chicago. The Spectrum listing doesn't have a location listed. So they're saying, and they're talking about the announcement that was just happening yesterday, and the announcement was a reality show, which, by the way, a lot of people, it wasn't meaning like it got over like a wet fart, but it's like was tempered by Adam Cole's return to the ring. So people like that as well. So that looks like that was going to be a positive thing here. Hey, Salieri, how you doing? Oh, could being in Chicago, could CM Punk be brought back? Oh Lord, no. Oh gosh, I don't know. I mean, he was there. Punk was at the Battle in the Valley. He was there. He was there as a guest and such, and I love Kenta coming in saying, "I like." Let me see if I can find a tweet of Kenta's tweet, if I can find it, because Lord knows, I think he had a little bit of sauce of this. Let me see if I can find this tweet because it's hilarious because it's let me see. Let's see if I can find it. If I can find a tweet, because I know, let's see. Here it is. Let me see if I can share it with you, the people. Let's see, because that's you, the people, and such. Right here. Let's see. Here's the tweet. Right here. I got it. I got the tweet, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, he is, but I think it is for a while. Let me just see. Here it is. Share this tab instead. Boom. Here it is. I heard that my biggest fan in the world came to the arena last night. I hope he enjoyed Real Go to Sleep. Man, that is just petty. The man is just petty, and I love that. I love it. I love it. So good. Oh gosh, it's just so much pettiness here, and it will not end. Oh come on, I don't think Kenny's leaving. I don't think he will leave. By the way, Asa, I don't think he is going to leave. I think that he's going to stay because old Vinnie Mac is back, and if Vinnie Mac, which a lot of people are saying that, he's back and he's back just to facilitate the sale and everything, but if he does do the sale, yeah, I know it was a little bit out there. Yeah, he's just Kenta is like he's out there, and I love it. And yeah, he is true master of the GTS. I was ashamed that they just never got that match, which just sucks. But hopefully, if he does, there's money to be made. But if Kenny Omega, Wabi wants to go, he's not going to go with Vince in charge. He does most of these guys. The reason AEW left is because of Vince and such. How badly Vince has done just the past 20 years since WCW went out of business. Vince had creative control for so long, and he just in any other business he'd be out in his ass like 15, 16. I said this 20 back if you look all the way at my old content, which is cringe. But I have been consistent at this. Vince McMahon should have left back in 2006. But that's just my personal opinion. Could be everything else. But, well, I mean, I pray, but we know it's coming. I know, you know, Asa. I know, Dane, everyone knows. It's the sword of Damocles. Like I said before the craziness in January happened, I thought that he would try to come back right around like maybe earliest, but some like WrestleMania, latest SummerSlam. I think by WrestleMania he's gonna have the whole thing lock, stock, and barrel. He's gonna have the whole thing lock, stock, and barrel. That is just, yeah, he is. But let's be honest, there's still stuff Hunter still hasn't fixed. Women's tag division. What is that? The women's tag division. Most of the women in WWE are just, if you're not Bayley, Becky, Bianca, Ronda, or let's see, Charlotte. None of them really people care, which is a shame. That's what it is. Also, the Sami Zayn main event stuff. Look, I knew they were going to go with Cody, but the way they actually put that thing there, they're going to be in a very bad spot. But that's just me. And you have, the way they basically destroyed Austin Theory last year. We'll say, oh, it's just a reclamation project. No, just have him lose the briefcase. Have it give it to Johnny Gargano. Have Johnny Gargano basically fight a kick-ass stuff. But yeah, this would be his place. But no, I'm just talking about WWE and everything now. Well, Charlotte Flair is basically there at this point. I feel bad for anyone who faces her because they just get sucked into the aura of Flair, and it's just never going else. And well, the problem is Sammy wins. What do you do with Cody? What do you do with Roman? Triple threat? Nah. Personally, if they really would have done this smart, if it was smart with this whole thing, they should have just not have Sammy leave the stuff. They should have waited to Elimination Chamber to do all this stuff with things like that. He is going to be a thing again. Just that's what it is. But at least I have AEW, New Japan, Impact. There's other things like I always say, other things out there, and also looking at this whole thing, Forbidden Door and such, I wouldn't be surprised you might see other companies in this too. I wouldn't be surprised there might be some ROH stuff here because Tony Khan bought ROH, but also I wouldn't be surprised if Impact Wrestling might actually do some stuff here too. I wouldn't be surprised if Forbidden Door, leading back to AEW and everything else, I wouldn't be surprised if the AEW Forbidden Door grows into something even bigger. I wouldn't be surprised if there might be treated like a all-star game or maybe treated as a big, huge independent show like what All In was. Instead of, that was, they changed people's name for All Out to All In, All Out. But I think this could be what, if they played it right, this could be the Forbidden Door, AEW, could be that All In type of energy. Multiple people, multiple companies coming there. Could be awesome. If that's how I feel about it, yeah. Oh yes. Yes, they should have split the titles, Issa. But this is the problem with the company. This should have I had this issue a long time ago when I was at WrestleMania and such. I was like, this was a bad idea when they gave Brock and Roman. and such. And now here we are. There you go. You know, but hey, now they're gonna have to deal. They have this mess. WWE has this mess, and now they're gonna have to fix it. Meanwhile, let me just see if I can get this stuff here. AEW is having a you know let me see if I can do this right. Let's see if I can find the stuff here. Hopefully you can find it. Um okay, yada yada yada. Da, da, da. Ah yes. Meanwhile, AEW last night got over 1 million viewers. Right back up to it. 1.2 million viewers and everything. So they look like their movement to a revolution is looking back to be on point. Looks to be really good, which is always a positive thing. So yeah. And that's what I see. Look at AEW is looking positive momentum, and that's what they need to do. And meanwhile, gosh, every time I look at this, I'm amazed Impact Wrestling is still here. Look at this, the little thing that could. Impact Wrestling. It's still here. It's still there, still struggling along. It's just still there. It's still there, ladies and gentlemen, and they still are chugging along, and they just keep just surviving. Well, best WWE, they are the kings of losing money and kings of screwing up. Case in point, look at where NXT is. By the way, uh, remember NXT and Dynamite were neck and neck. Now they're just look at it. Just AEW is just like they may dip, but they are still class above. They're like NXT's like you know you ruined everything. That old me like that whole wonder. You see you know Scarlet Witch thing, like she's like, you destroyed everything that's close to me, and that like it's like Thanos. I don't know who you are. That's like I don't know who are you. I don't know who you are. They just moved on. They are moving on, and NXT just they're never going to recover, and it was your own fault. Gosh, I gotta get that NXT video out. I have to do that soon. Ah. Oh, I feel bad for Wyatt, by the way. I feel bad for him. That's hopefully my hope. My hope, ladies and gentlemen, is that well, 2009. Well, I would go back to 2015 to 2016. That was the time for NXT was greatness. But well, we're going to talk about listening to the things and ideas wasting money. Let's talk about Lord of the Rings. Oh, a little bit of there. Oh yes. Yeah, basically. Thank you. Yeah, thank Dusty for that. But anyway, let's talk about the Lord of the Rings. Don't you just love the Lord of the Rings? Doesn't love the Lord of the Rings and the movies and the TV show and such? Not much the TV show, but well, it's just reported today. Warner Brothers Pictures is revamping the Lord of the Rings franchise. Joy. On a Thursday evening call, Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav announced that newly installed studio leaders Mike DeLuca and Pam Abby have broken a deal to make multiple films based on the beloved J.R.R. Tolkien books. The project will be developed through Warner Brothers label New Line Cinema. The first Lord of the Rings trilogy, helmed by Peter Jackson, grossed nearly $3 billion worldwide. And the lesser version of The Hobbit, which The Hobbit wasn't bad. It just felt like unnecessary. But it matched the gross. It was $3 billion as well. Yep, Asa. They're coming. They're digging the wheel in. They're coming down, brother. They're coming. They're coming to get it. It's so good. Isn't it fun? Isn't this great? But no filmmakers. Exactly. They said no filmmakers, by the way, have been attached to the project as of yet. But in a statement to Variety, Jackson and his main Lord of the Rings collaborators, Fran Walsh and Philippa Boyens, said Warner Brothers and Embracer have kept us in the loop every step of the way. We look forward to speaking with them further to hear their vision for the franchise moving forward, Jackson Walsh and Boyens said. Primo, the division of Embracer Group, made an adaptive rights deal for the books, including Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit. The pack will be built under the name Middle Earth Enterprises. Can't wait for that logo to show up. Notably, DeLuca and Abby left MGM last year to hit the helm of Warner Brothers. The exit followed the acquisition of MGM by Amazon. The tech giant owns the TV rights of Lord of the Rings, who produced a single season of television at the gut-busting price of $450 million. And, Kavan, I think the whole season of the Amazon's, Power Rings of Power series, like what, $1 billion or something? It's really high. I gotta make sure. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Let's see if I get it right. Here it is. Here's the article I looked for. Here it is. Lord of the Rings of Power show budget is cost Amazon over $1 billion with a B dollars. And the first season alone is costing a staggering $462 million. I mean, and it still looks like it's just like ass. Isn't that amazing, people? Yeah. Oh, no. Yeah, let me just see. You can just call in with a bit. Let me just see if I can you can just call in actually with so I'm using TalkShoe, by the way. Feel free to do that. Let me just make sure if I can get the link so you can let me see if I can link you the part if you want to come in a part of it right here. Because here's the link. Oh, whoa. It's a little bit too much. Let me just get this right here because I know the link will be it's perfect because you could actually sit and talk about this. Because, by the way, if anyone wants to come into the show, you can call into the Dukect Lounge using let me just get the right stuff here. You can use let's see. Copy the link right here to come in and talk with me, Dukect. Here you go. The link's right here. There you go. You can come in, talk as well. Sit there and talk. You get your headset mic and headset microphone right here. But by the way, also, if you want to, let's see. Oh, let's see right here. I'll make sure. I'm waiting for him. But if you want to, by the way, there's other ways to do so as well. If you want to call into the show, I keep forgetting that this is a call-in show as well. Dial 605-562-0444. Once again, the number is 605-562-0444. And the show ID to connect to me, Dukect, is 92417. The show ID is 92417. Let's see if it works here. All right. Hopefully I can get. He is here. Let me just allow the. Oh, there's Asa.
Whoa, shit.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can't. I just can't have this
Asa.
playing. Well, can you hear me? Hello.
Asa.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Let me see if it
nope.
works.
I guess not. No, yeah, maybe.
All right.
Hello.
You can say anything? Hello.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
Oh, technology. Let's see.
Unmute.
Okay. See if it works.
No. Oh, is it working now?
Are you muted? Because I can't hear you.
Shit, I'm not muted.
Let's see.
Him, raise lower hand.
It seems to be all right. Looks like everything is okay. I can't seem to hear you, which is weird. Let's see. Usually it works. I don't know what's going on. Hold on. Hold on, everyone. Let's see if it works.
Oh, let's see. Is it working? Unmute.
Let's see.
Hello?
Unmute them.
Hello?
Hello?
Hello, can you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Well, let's see. I'm just going to talk about Lord of the Rings, Ring of Power and such. The terrible budgeting that Amazon has. But then again, if you have unlimited budget, who cares? If you have
except
unlimited budget,
you end up making a shitty show.
Things and such. Okay, let me just exit out and see if it works. I'll mute everyone.
Unmute everyone.
Okay. Everything seems to be all right. What is going on? Let me see. No. Let's just see. Let me stop staring at the screen. All right. Everything seems to be works just fine. I don't know what's going on. Let's see. Fit rate, see okay. Not remove. What is going on with this? Did I say something? Did I do something?
Hello. Oh, hang on.
Hello. Asa, I hear you.
Oh, you can hear me.
Yes, finally.
Oh, okay. Jeez.
Sorry. Well, let's get, how are you feeling?
Pretty good now.
Yes.
No.
Anyway, let's get back to the conversation. Lord of the Rings, The Ring of Power. And
yes.
Like I said.
Bad idea. Bad idea. End of story.
Oh, end of story. But let's look at the like I said. Let's look at the price of it. As you see, $1 billion. Remember
Jesus.
that? $1 billion.
$1 billion. No.
But that was Amazon's. But hey, don't worry. They refilled that like after a week or so after their sales. You know what I'm saying? After a week, I'm like, okay, just think of that. But the first season costs $46.
I can't imagine them making their money back on $1 billion investment.
Amazon doesn't need to. They're fine.
That's true, but if you want to throw money away, sure, but...
Oh, yes. And now Lord of the Rings here, they're trying to do the same thing. They're trying to, they are doing this huge thing because they're doing this not just with Lord of the Rings. They're doing it with Harry Potter. They're doing this with the sort of relaunch of the DC universe, DC on film, because they need money. Warner Brothers needs money, and they're like, okay, what are our money-making things?
God, but Lord of the Rings? I mean, what can you possibly get out of that?
It's done. The problem is Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings, and they're completed. There's no real story you could actually do because what else is there?
It's Warner Brothers, right? I mean, if Warner Brothers still has the rights to DC stuff, don't they?
Well, yeah, they're doing that relaunch, and they're basically pushing up. Let me see, the Flash.
Yeah, I'm not looking forward to their shitty retelling of Flashpoint Paradox. Yeah, they changed way too many of the details. So.
Oh yes, that's the thing. They're trying to make it the No Way Home of DC, but the problem is one. I think that DC doesn't have that connection with that Flash has, like with Spider-Man and such.
Yeah, no.
Two,
and then there's people will always be comparing it to the Grant Gustin Flash, so there's that.
They should have brought him in, even though I stopped watching after season 3. It just
That's
fell off.
True. I actually went back to rewatch some of the later seasons, and oh my God, does Flash suck these days?
It is. If I could, I would, but I'm like, I'm trying not to watch bad stuff.
Yeah, no. You're absolutely on the money.
But yeah, when I look at what's going on here, and like I said, with this story here, not just that, but like I said, this here is just, you know, one. It's just they need to have hits. They need to have something. And like I said, Warner Brothers has, right when I look at the article, they have Shazam Fury of the Gods, which is not looking good. They got the Ezra's Flash. Oh, and then they got Barbie, which I would not be surprised that actually, I'm still surprised it took this long to make a movie based on this on that doll. That
Yeah,
could have
the
been
thing
done.
is, what the hell kind of plot can you get out of a Barbie movie? I mean, it's not.
It's clue. They should have got. They could have just done Clueless back in the '80s and made millions of dollars with that.
Yeah,
But like yet I don't know.
You make up the stories when you play.
I mean, Barbie isn't exactly something that has a. I mean, what's the lore? You have Barbie and you have Ken, and there you go.
A little sister named Skipper.
Okay, she has a little sister named Skipper, but like, what kind of a plot can a major movie studio really get out of a Barbie movie?
Yeah,
Nothing.
Yeah, a D&D movie is being made, but guess what? Everybody makes up their own character.
I mean, they could go super woke with it. That's the one franchise they could go super woke with if they want.
They're not going to do anything with that. Personally, I'm going to say this. Oh, they also have the Meg to the Trench. If you remember Meg, and no, it's not about the Family Guy character. It's about a big shark. And then they have the Blue Beetle, which is just again part of the DC
Blue Beetle's like now you're starting to get into the drags of DC here, guys. Like,
it's personally, I feel bad because if I had me personally, if I had a time machine and all the stuff, I would actually start out with the old Charleston characters and build up like the old Blue Beetle and such. Build them up.
Yeah.
I mean, have it go down to the whole stuff and everything else. And instead of just rushing towards this.
I mean, at this point, they might as well make the Gnort movie.
Don't worry, they already have. And then you have...
No, there's really a Gnort movie?
Oh, no, ladies and no. People, there's actually, let me just look at this. There's going to be a Doom Part 2. Then
Doom Part 2 at least will make money simply because it's Doom.
Yeah,
but
and hopefully
it's not going to be good.
Long and boring because it was long and boring.
Well, most of it was like if you had to read the books because if not, then you get that info dump at the beginning, and
that's the problem with Dude. It's just too esoteric.
Yeah,
it's just like they tried even the TV series. They tried all that stuff. It just doesn't work.
It really doesn't. It's just stick with the books,
Yes, and all the craziness there, and then you got the Candyman origin story Wonka. Which why is this?
No, that's origin. No.
Yes, that's origin. I can't wait. And Johnny Depp's probably going to be involved somehow. And
I hope not. Well, maybe. God.
Oh, I see. This is what things nothing ever ends. And then you got the musical, The Color Purple.
Man, they got nothing happening.
And
they're literally
and Lost Kingdom, which is
I'm gonna skip that shit too.
Which I liked the first Aquaman, which I still have no idea how that got $1 billion.
Well, just remember. I mean, when they made Wonder Woman, it was an okay movie, but then they followed it up with Wonder Woman 1984, and there you go. They just tanked the entire Wonder Woman franchise with a really shitty.
It's funny because that's my birth year, by the way. So yeah, that's just better.
I bet you really hated Wonder Woman 84 then.
Oh, it's even worse than that. Is that all the stuff that went down with that, and I like the fact they just like completely like there's no. I'm like, wait, where are the black? This is in Washington D.C. No black folk anywhere.
Right.
There was one black girl, and that was it. I was like, wait, what? Like the 80s just doesn't exist. And not only that, you had they had to bring back Chris Pine in this like other dude's body, which is just wow.
Yeah.
Yes, it's just weird and horrible. And I would say the ending was I watched it with my dad, and he said my dad liked it, and he's like he really liked the ending because it got him a little teared up, It teared him up a bit. So But yeah, I always have, like I said, it's a weird place. It could have been a lot better. Woman 84 could have been a lot better. And at least I didn't have to pay for it that much because it was like HBO Max and all that when the movies were on the streaming services. And
Oh, there you
now, and they have at least a clean slate. At least Paradise Lost looks somewhat interesting. So there's that. But I'm just like, I look at this and I'm just sitting here. I'm like, I don't know. I
don't.
don't.
I just don't expect it to be good.
But then again, meanwhile, I would see the reason why they're going to go back to. Harry Potter because the Hogwarts Legacy. People still like the whole Wizarding world. They love it.
I don't get it. Like, I don't get the hype behind the game. Everybody I hear that plays it says it sucks. So
Some say they like it, some say they hate it. But
I have yet to hear someone say they like it, honestly. But
I heard people they say this
the fucking Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh God, yeah. Nobody I know that it's actually played it like.
Yeah, that's the same experience I have.
But I hear
and again, I know more people boycotting it than playing it.
Yeah.
No, it's not the case. It's made over $850
but I
million.
do know a few people who have it and they don't like
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I mean,
850 million sells more than
it
12
sold
million.
12 million units in the first 2 weeks. And I don't get it then.
But it's Harry Potter.
It's Harry Potter.
Guess what? People with this one, some people only bought it because they wanted to get back at the people who are boycotting it.
Probably that, or they're
outside of the game itself going on. That it's hard to call.
I don't know. I just think it's just people just like the Harry Potter stuff. I never got into it. I know my sister, my brother, they never got into it. In fact, my sister, who I love to death, she called that out. Like she's like, after read one book, she read the first book, said, "Yeah, I know how this is gonna end," and she told me how it was gonna end. And I was like, and then at the whole series, like, oh my gosh, she was right.
Man.
It was that formulated, and she's not.
Gundam movie.
Nope, there's not gonna be any Gundam movie, by the way. That's not gonna come close to this.
Here you go. Oh, here I might as well disconnect my headphones.
No, I don't want to upset Katie.
Okay.
Oh, yeah,
you want to be part of the conversation, Studio. You might want to hear what Duke's saying. You know,
I was just gonna say, 800 million, by the way, is just sells more than 12 units. There's a reason why Warner Brothers is gonna probably says, "Bring it back. We're bringing it back, people. You want Harry Potter? You're gonna get more Harry Potter.
Oh boy, I'm not sure if that's
bland,
good.
more movies, more stuff.
I outgrew it a long time ago. I
Yeah.
don't even care about the J.K. Rowling thing or at all, right?
But it's still,
Outgrew Harry Potter.
yeah, it's still not a universe you want to revisit.
No, it's not.
It isn't. There's nothing there, and it's sad, but
There's
people
so
love
many-
it.
Yeah, but Lord of the Rings,
You want to know the reason?
Sudi, they're remaking the Lord of the Rings. That's not a good idea.
Here's the thing. They try that on like Amazon Prime.
Yeah, and it sucks.
Right.
Oh, it's long, boring, and no one cares about. It's just they're locked in for 2 seasons, so they're like, we have to finish somewhat story, and even then they somehow messed it up. It's amazing, but I'm not really surprised. But it's
those Lord of the Rings movies that got all the awards back when I was in high school weren't.
Yes, they were good. And matter of fact, in 2002, the third of the movies actually won the Oscar for Best Movie.
I think it was 2003. Actually, I went there movie, and I saw that the first. It was actually the first movie. I feel like, man, they really overstepped the endings. I was like, I went there at 1:00 and I left there at like 5.
Yeah, but that was one of the most fun experiences I had in a movie theater.
It was so much fun. But now it was just I try so hard to give a lot.
But a remake of that's not a good idea. Warner Brothers remaking Lord of the Rings. I don't know about.
Know what it is because everything's being remade lately.
God,
and they want to get on that bandwagon.
I can't believe that here we are 20 years later and they want to remake it.
Because nothing ends. They need to have this, because that's the best part. At least you may like hate Lord of the Rings. You may hate Harry Potter. You may hate
That's the
all
thing
this
is, I
stuff.
love Lord of the Rings, and I don't care for Harry Potter.
But I want to just make this point is that once the best part of these things, these stories, is that they ended. They, regardless of what it is, they ended. It was over.
Yeah.
They're done, and they're like, "All right, we're finished. Let's look at other stuff."
They didn't
Yeah.
go forever.
But yeah, that's I don't know.
Yeah, but that's the frustrating
Warner
part.
Brothers doesn't have anything going on this year that I really want to watch, unfortunately.
Well, I would say this. At least it's better than what Disney has on its.
Well, that's true.
Honey,
Disney's-
doing that new live action Flashpoint.
Yes, the one where they're changing the entire Flashpoint story.
Oh, God. I'm not even
To where now, apparently now it's instead of Wonder Woman fighting Aquaman, now it's about General Zod for some odd reason.
Which is this is again nostalgia off of a good movie. Man of Steel was a good movie, and they're trying to bring that nostalgia to
You're
it.
not going to bring back that Superman.
No, no, he's busy building like PCs that cost over $10,000 and being in Warhammer. That's where he's at right now. Which
I don't get why they're not bringing that Superman, the actor for Superman. Like
Henry Cavill, like I said, he never really got. And heck, I think they had something there. I think the reason I blame the whole studio thing, they rushed out of it. If like I said, man.
I have
When
one.
I look at when I look back, and I said, you know what? Which I truly believe this in my heart of hearts is if I see if I can find the tweet, and I truly believe if I can just find it was the dude who made the animated stuff and go back to let's see, remember the person who made Static Shock and all those the person behind that, the person behind the anime stuff in the DC universe, the DCAU. Dre McDuffie. If you ever heard of his stuff, you will look. If you look at what his work he did. He passed away 10 years ago, over 10 years ago. And I truly believe this. If he was alive, he would be heading DC on film. He did the Justice League cartoon. He was, if you looked at the animated DC,
great ideas at least.
Yeah, he would have probably been like if like I said, if Dwayne McDuffie, if I truly believe in my heart of hearts, I truly believe he would be right where Kevin Feige was with Marvel and everything. And right now, if he was alive, I truly believe he would be not only leading DC on film. They would probably be beating up Marvel and stuff at this point. They would be smacking them around and saying, what is this Phase 4 stuff?
Yeah,
they would have been smacking them around and say, that's what they would actually have stories with meaning and such, and not having just this terrible story that had wasting time with Jonathan Majors, who's going to look great in Creed 3, which I'm going to go see.
I see. Okay, there's a movie I'm looking forward to. I'm actually hyped for Creed 3 for some odd reason. But then again, I'm a huge fan of the Rocky universe, so
I hate the fact that we have to say these things are now universes now. I hate the fact that there are everything is a universe. Everything is
I know.
No. I don't like
you to keep you watching.
Yeah,
and I hate that.
I wish that we.
You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, dude.
I feel so bad, and sometimes at least I have like I said, at least I have like a wrestling, and then I look and see, oh look, Vince McMahon is basically slowly but surely coming.
I hate it because I literally just got back in, and I'm like, man, I love what Hunter's doing. And now Vince is coming back to shit all over everything again. Like, no, it was doing great.
But you knew this was going to happen.
I hated Roman Reigns in the 2016 to 2020. He actually made me care for Roman Reigns. Like, don't fuck with that.
But this was going to happen, by the way. We knew this was happening. We knew this was going to happen.
I had faith that Hunter was gonna take over, because you can trust Hunter. Hunter, he may not be the greatest guy alive. Okay, he might bury a lot of talent, but he's good at booking. If there's one thing you can trust Hunter to do right, It's the booking. And Vince is gonna fuck that all up, man.
But the problem is he was 80. He was 80% of the company. He had control of the stock. You knew deep down he was
No,
gonna come back.
no.
You knew it.
It's so, Duke. Say it ain't so.
It is. He was gonna come back anyway. But now
I had
it
faith that
is.
he's gonna retire and stay retired.
Oh, come on. Vince, you knew him was always this way. He was always going to be this it is in his nature. It was his nature to do it. He was in his nature back in his 70s and 80s to do so. But if you look at the history of what he is, and I'm not surprised. I'm surprised that it took this early.
Surprised, but I kind of wish we could have had more of this because honestly, Thunder was doing a good job with it. Can we
try? He tried, but at the end of the day, like I said, there's a mess, and WE gonna have to fix it, and they're gonna fix it by, well, I wouldn't be surprised if Disney opened up that checkbook, which I know they actually met with Nick Khan or whatever. He met with the president and such. They're gonna open that checkbook, which Lord knows that's how Disney in this mess to begin with, all their universes or whatever. Cash it in and have Vinnie Mac, you could go right to town. And they're gonna be it's gonna be on Disney Plus, WWE, and everything else, which is gonna be straight back to the PG era and just terrible jokes. Hell, I wouldn't be surprised if they actually go if Disney buys WWE. I wouldn't be surprised if Vince knocks down takes over the Marvel thing and just say, "Hey, hey, Kevin Feige, get out of here! You're fired. I'm gonna be running Marvel now."
Dude, stop! My brain can't take this.
You think it's bad now?
He's trying to worst case scenario.
This is literally he's telling me that these are the dark days. Yes. This is like the dark days timeline over here, you know.
This is the dark timeline, and I'm running this out like I'm preparing you.
I don't want to live in a universe where Disney owns WWE.
Don't worry, like I said, they will. And when it does, kick out of Kevin Feige, it's probably Marvel, and you're gonna have Roman Reigns, save the Marvel Universe and everything else. It's just gonna be great. It's gonna be. This is what it's going to be.
Roman Reigns wielding a lightsaber. Yeah, that's all I need.
Exactly. That's what's gonna happen. Accept the fact. Accept it. Move on.
Ooh, sweetie, you'll never want to play Kingdom Hearts ever again.
Well, but I think that's a way to end it right here, ladies.
I don't want anything to...
I think we should end the show right here because I think I can't really hit that high note here. Thank you very much for joining me, Asa.
Thanks for depressing me. Thanks a lot.
Anyway, thank you so much for watching. This is Dukect here. Peace and love. I'll see y'all when I see y'all later.
What's the matter?